All right, welcome everybody. It is Monday night, and you're live with Solavei Social here, coming to you from Seattle, Washington. It is a beautiful day here in Seattle. The sun is out. The beautiful Olympic Mountains, the Cascade Mountains in full view. Mount Rainier, snow all over them, and it's a gorgeous, about a 58-degree day here, and we are excited. And I'm excited to be with all of you tonight across the country. Tonight, I want to welcome all of you that are Solavei members that are tuning in tonight. We know tonight is a jam-packed night because we're going to be announcing something here in a few moments. And so we know that we got many of you across the United States that are waiting to hear the news of where I'm going this week. And I got to tell you, as momentum has continued to build ever since last Friday night when we put out the video, and those of you who are guessing this for the first time tonight, please bear with me here for the first few minutes because we got some exciting things that's happening with Solavei right now across the United States. Tonight we have individuals just like David there in Providence, Rhode Island, his house. We have homes, we have restaurants, we have community centers, there's churches. Right now, thousands of people across the country all hosting their socials where everything from 2 to what we know tonight, over 100 people in certain locations watching this across the United States. And so we're excited about being live with you and telling you about Solavei, a company that is truly sweeping the nation. We are truly creating a social commerce revolution. This $49 a month unlimited text, data, voice, 4G nationwide, and the opportunity to actually get it for free and be a part of something that in just a short 6 months has people talking across the United States, and look forward tonight to tell you about it. Tonight we are going social, and here's what I want to do is right here at the beginning is as we talk about what the word social means. Social is something we've come to all know. It is how we share daily, whether it's on Facebook and Twitter and Pinterest. It's being social with our friends, whether it be in a home or in a restaurant or you're sitting at a Starbucks. It's being social. But what we've put in the middle of social today is Solavei. And I just want to give all of you who are members just a quick snapshot of something I found out today. We got back from J.D. Powers our social index and everything that's happened over the course of the last 30 days. And I won't tell you what's happened the last 30 days because it's amazing, but I'll tell you what happened is over the last week we've had over 30 million impressions across social and across online, all from our members talking, tweeting, posting about Solavei. And it is absolutely incredible to see what's happening right now, because that's who we are. We are a social commerce company, and it is sharing about a company that's frankly changing thousands of people's lives across the United States. So over the next few minutes, here's what I encourage you to do. Get your phone out and then tweet, because what we're going to do is we're going to give away at the end of this social, we're going to give away one of the black Get In, Get Social, Get Free t-shirts, and also one of the white Get In, Get Social, Get Free t-shirts. And here's how we're going to pick this. Go to Twitter, and I'd like for you to tweet the message. You'll go to hashtag Solavei Socials, and you'll tweet the message. This summer, my earnings from Solavei will allow me to blank. You fill in the blank. Again, hashtag Solavei Socials. This summer, my earnings from Solavei will allow me to blank. Send that in, and at the end of the social tonight, we will actually read some of those tweets, and then we'll randomly pick 2 of you to give out these t-shirts. Now, I want to announce something here at the beginning of tonight's social because there's been nothing but a buzz about this over the last weekend. In fact, the team here has been inundated with how many requests they've had to do socials this week. Now, what we do is this week we took everything up another level because we have seen so many of these socials being done every single night, people meeting during the daytime and replaying them. But each night this week, we are doing a social, with the exception of Good Friday, this coming Friday. Tonight, 5 p.m. Pacific. Tomorrow night, Tuesday night, 4:30 and 6:30 p.m. Pacific. Wednesday night, 5 p.m. Pacific. Thursday night, 4:30 and 6:30 p.m. Pacific. We are going to be doing these live. Now, what I announced on Friday is this week we're going to do something very different. I have loved every single night being able to do these with all of you, our Solavei members, as well as guests, and seeing so many new members becoming a part of Solavei every single day across the United States. I said, you know what, how great would it be, instead of me doing this live here in our corporate offices, and sitting here and talking to all of you, but to actually have the opportunity to be inside of one of the socials, be there right there with you, and then broadcast nationally to the thousands each night across the United States right from one of the socials, right from one of our member socials. So I put it out on Friday to send in your request. If you're going to have a social this week, send it out and request me to be there, whether it be in your home, a restaurant, a community center, wherever it may be. Well, we were inundated over the course of the last 3 days with everything from people sending in pictures of themselves, bios on everyone that's going to be there. Some saying we'll have over 100 people at our social if you'll come. We're gonna bring in a lot of new members, etc. And it was just incredible seeing some of them today. So here's what's going to happen this week. We are going to take social to another level, and a whole nother level this week. And we are going to see socials across the United States all pumping in to where I'm going to be this week. And so I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now where I'm going to be. And these are actually fun. I'm going to read you a couple of things that, in fact, were sent in. So tomorrow night, I'm going to be flying out tomorrow morning from here in Seattle, Washington, and I'm going to be flying to St. Louis, Missouri, and I'm going to be at the Beehive with Connie Houlihan and the entire crew there in St. Louis. And I'm going to tell you what Connie did. And it was, in fact, one of the guys here internally said, listen, we got like 10 emails this weekend from all the people in St. Louis saying, please come. And here's just some of the things we saw. I'll be there tomorrow night, 4:30 p.m. Pacific time, which is 6:30 there Central. We're going to be doing the live social right from there in St. Louis, Missouri. Now, I encourage all of you. We have a tremendous number of people across the United States doing socials tomorrow night. Get in live. Any one of these this week, be pumping in yourself live, just like David is there in Providence, Rhode Island, because it is going to be a lot of fun this week in what is going to happen. Here's something that Connie said. She said, Ryan, our team, we're requesting to have you here. Our team is committed to have at least twice as many new guests as members. We're planning to have over 50 guests there with us on Tuesday night if you'll come. Actually, our challenge for our team has been bring 15 guests to build your basis to Social Thousandaire. We believe so strongly that it's such a great opportunity that every guest that attends is going to register and become a part of the Solavei family. So tomorrow night, I look forward to being in St. Louis, Missouri. You're not going to want to miss it. Make sure throughout tomorrow you're actually getting socials planned, whether it's 2 people, 3 people, in a Starbucks, in a restaurant, at your home, your office, and be watching us live there tomorrow night from St. Louis, Missouri. I look so forward to being with all of you at a packed house tomorrow night in St. Louis. Now, on Wednesday, again, we had a lot of requests on Wednesday. We are so excited because what a tremendous group of people that has been growing, actually exploding across the city. We are going to be on Wednesday night at 5 p.m. Pacific, and this is what the request is. Ryan, let's take this to a whole nother level. We will have you at Margarita Paradise Mexican Restaurant, Chips, Salsa, Margaritas, Overland Park, Kansas, is Wednesday night. And I got to tell you, this is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have fun on Wednesday night there at 5 p.m. Pacific time there in Overland Park, Kansas City. It's going to be an exciting night with Ricardo, Gloria, and Claudia, incredible people, and an incredible group of people that are there in Kansas City. I know it's going to be a packed house and a lot of fun. Then on Thursday night at 6:30 p.m. Pacific, jumping on the plane on Thursday morning, and on Thursday night, I'm going to be with the great Tony Bowie in Phoenix, Arizona, and their entire crew there with a house packed of guests with them seeing Solavei for the very first time. It is going to be an incredible week of socials. I encourage you. Oh, also, little teaser here. There's something else that's going to happen on Thursday night. I was just told that my good friend and the head of product development, the man who was responsible for bringing the iPhone to At&T, doing the deal with Steve Jobs, an incredible visionary, Jim Ryan. He's actually going to be live at that same time. So he and I are going to be going back and forth, and I expect there's going to be probably get 3, 4, 5 other live socials pumping in at the same time. So get your names in if you're going to be doing a live social during each of these socials this week. Send them in to Solavei Socials at solavei.com. Jim Ryan's going to be at Noel Clark's social at the same time, 6:30 p.m. Pacific. We'll be interacting back and forth on Thursday night. So you're not only going to have me there with Tony in Phoenix, Arizona, but also on Thursday you're going to have Jim Ryan with Noel Clark in Seattle, Washington. This is going to be a week to remember. If you've ever done a social, this is the week to do it. Be pumping in live. Get your request in to Solavei Socials at solavei.com to be in the live broadcast itself. But I look forward to being in St. Louis tomorrow night, Kansas City on Wednesday, and there in Phoenix, Arizona, there on Thursday night. It is going to be a whole lot of fun, and I look forward to it. Well, tonight, here we are. We've got up in Providence, Rhode Island, we've got David Rosati there in Providence, Rhode Island. He's also got Daniel and Carissa there with him. So, David, are you there with us?
Yep, we're here. How you doing?
I am good.
Hi.
It's good to see you. Now, are you at your home?
Yeah, we're at my house, yep. We're just hanging out. Usually on Sunday nights we have a Shanghai social with all-you-can-eat buffet right down the street in Attleboro every Sunday because you can put 50 to 75 people in there. So we're trying to fill that up, but tonight we're just hanging out at the house.
I love it. Well, this is what it's all about. Social, whether it's at a restaurant, your house, or your good friends, introduce them to Solavei, because bottom line is the members of Solavei are Solavei. And I want to thank you, David, for not only being a Solavei member, but also being such a great voice for Solavei throughout the market. I understand you have somebody there that hasn't yet enrolled with Solavei. Jay, is that we met right before we went on air here tonight. Jay, how are you?
Great. How you doing?
I'm good, Jay. So I hope you don't mind, Jay. Tonight, I'm going to use you as somewhat as a surrogate for all the people across the United States that are watching tonight that aren't members of Solavei. So I hope you don't mind. I'm going to interact with you. Promise not to make any question too difficult. But I hope you brought your ID card and you understand what your blood type is. We're gonna have fun, and thank all of you for being a part of this tonight. And we look forward to having a lot of fun as we go through the next few minutes. Well, let me go ahead and jump right in. For everyone who's seeing Solavei for the very first time, real fast, I'm Ryan Wuerch. I'm founder and CEO of Solavei. My background, I spent almost 20 years in the telecommunications and the technology industry. I've had 3 successful exits. My last company I took from an idea company I founded in early 2001 to a company in 2010 that listed on NASDAQ, taken public by Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan, and realized a market cap valuation of the company of about $1.2 billion. And it was the summer of 2011 that I stepped away from that company. And it was the fall of 2011 that I found myself at a place of what I believe we've created, the greatest opportunity of my lifetime, and an opportunity that I believe is going to impact millions of people's lives. Where I was in the fall of 2011, I said, you know, if I have an opportunity to do something again, said this to my wife, I said that there's something I want to do, and I want to base it on some of the key values of my life. 2 of those that we founded Solavei on is, number 1, I said I want to do business with people I like, love, and trust. I'm doing that every single day with tens of thousands of people across the United States. Number 2, I said whatever I do next, I want it to positively impact millions of people's lives around the world for good. And it's amazing when you see every day on Facebook, you see it in Twitter, you see people sitting in their emails of how positively their lives have been impacted because of Solavei. And I'll give you some real life examples here in a few moments as we go through this. But really what I saw in the fall of 2011 was some of the key trends that were taking place really around the world, more on a global macro standpoint. One of the trends I saw was the economy, you know, worst conditions since the Great Depression. You know, they call it today the Great Recession. And the average income, 50% of the United States making less than $45,000 a year. And you think about how big this country is, and 50% of the people are making less than $45,000 a year household income. 30% of the U.S. population, household income of less than $30,000 a year. So that's one of the trends I saw taking place, and something we read about, we experience every day. The second trend I saw was that of social media. Social has changed the way we act, the way we interact, the way we take in information, the way we share information. I mean, think about yourself. 5 years ago, how socially engaged were you? How much did you really share your pictures? How many people did you really share them with? Or the things you did on a daily basis? And look at how we are. Actually, we've had a behavioral shift because of social today. The third trend I saw was that of mobile. I mean, this little mobile device has become a DNA imprint of who we are. It's changed how we communicate. In fact, think about leaving your mobile phone in the morning and going to the office. I mean, it's like you left your right limb at home. 300 million mobile phones in the United States, 5 billion around the world. Average cell phone bill in the country is $71. There's 26 million iPhone users spending over $100 a day, and you can ask anybody to your right, to your left, talk to anyone during the day and say, do you carry a phone? I can almost guarantee you the answer is going to be yes. And I almost tell you that probably 90+% of people will tell you they're spending more than $50, $55 a month. That's the third trend I saw. The fourth trend I saw was that of social sharing, and that really is encompassing really several different industries, but I think really one key thing which is extremely evident to us today. You see today what's happening with Amazon and Groupon, affiliate marketing and referral marketing. You see what's happening in the direct sales industries, big multi-billion dollars, $10+ billion company like an Avon, where women are sharing the product that they like, the friend buys it from them. But more importantly, what I see happening today is a real shift in advertising. You realize today that the advertising industry is a $140+ billion industry today. Think about the Super Bowl, how we all were engaged with it, but do you realize for a 30-second advertisement during the commercial during the Super Bowl was approximately $4 million. Now, Nielsen, big research firm, one of the largest in the world, one of the leading in the world, just came out with a research report just recently that said 47% of people trust mass media advertising, radio, television, print. But what that really said to me was really the opposite. It says 53% don't trust it. So you remember the $140 billion that I just said a few moments ago? That means over $70 billion of advertising was absolutely wasted. And at the same time, you look at the other part of the research that says 97% of people trust when a friend recommends them to something. Now think about yourself. You see something on a billboard, maybe it's a restaurant or it's maybe a good or service that's up there. You pay no attention to it. I don't remember the last time that I ever bought something because I saw it on a billboard. Now, but if my friend tells me about a great restaurant, it had great service, the food was amazing, the appetizers were super, the ambiance was stimulating, and I go and I have a great experience. 97% of people trust that. Well, we see a total shift today happening with that, but it's ultimately these four trends that actually I saw converging in the fall of 2011 to create the opportunity we have today called Solavei. And here's what we've done. We've created the very first social commerce company to truly leverage the social graph. And when I say social graph, I'm talking about the social networks such as Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn and Google Plus and Pinterest and all the different social networks are there. To completely leverage them to create recurring, economic, mutually beneficial person-to-person relationships. A mission that we have as a company is to do this. Make commerce less expensive. The very things that you buy every single day, the things that you use every day, the things that's a part of your budget every single day, just make them cost less. That's what Solavei wants to do. Number two, take it one step further. We also want to make it profitable by shifting the billions of dollars in advertising that is already being spent every day and shift it to the greatest advertising voice in the world known to man, which is people like you and I. And what we did is, in the fall of 2011, I put together some of the most brilliant minds, individuals, my executive team that have been a part of some of the largest multi-billion-dollar technology, telecommunications, and financial services company to create a social commerce patent platform wrapped in IP patents to do four things. One, enable our members to pay less for the goods and services that they use every single day, number two. Number three, enable them to be connected through a social community. And number four, enable them when they share something of great value and something they like, enable them to get rewarded for it, make it profitable for them. And what we did was this. We started first with mobile. We had some of the largest mobile operators in the United States all vying, competing vigorously to to be the platform, to be the network underneath our social commerce platform here at Solavei. We ultimately picked T-Mobile, who's an incredible partner of ours, and we did this. We started with mobile because it did a couple things for us. One, there's 300 million mobile phone users in the United States. Over 80% of them paying today more than $50 a month. The second thing that we did, and why we began with this, is because this little mobile device creates a communication conduit between us and our members. It also creates, number three, an economic conduit between us and our members. Why an economic conduit is important? Because one, you're already paying today for mobile service. It's already something that you're using. It's part of your monthly budget. In fact, I think we think about our mobile phones more like a utility now than anything. Number two, the reason why communication conduit is so important is just like Amazon started with books, what they really created was a distribution platform. They started with books to create that immediate relationship with consumers, but ultimately it was the basis for everything that they were creating as a company. Now you can buy everything from your groceries. We get 90% of our groceries comes from Amazon Fresh, and so many other goods and services. Or Costco, started originally with diapers and with toilet paper and paper towels and detergents in bulk. Now you can actually get your gutters there, and you can get your travel services there, you can get your car insurance there. Why we started with mobile is because you're already doing it today, but also because it creates a communication conduit that allows us to deliver upon our mission by making the other things in your life that you're already spending make them cost less for you. So more of the dollars that you in your household is able to spend on the things that's important to you. And so you will see with Solavei bringing to you the other primary budget items that you have every single month, and we're able to communicate directly to the top of your phone when those things are ready. Now, we announced about 2 months ago Solavei Retail would be coming to all of our members in the month of June. And I was proud to announce at our Dallas Revolution Regional that we had last weekend and unveil some of the very brands that are part of Solavei Retail, brands like Starbucks and Burger King and Safeway and Walmart, just to name a few, that you'll be able to go to those places like you always have, except now be able to pay less and also to be able to earn, because those brands are extremely passionate about spending money trying to get consumers to them. And because Solavei members are so strong today and growing every single day, instead of having to spend all those dollars on advertising, they would rather spend them with Solavei and be able to see our members be able to financially benefit. But we started first with mobile, and we've bringing to each of our members an incredible service. One, $49 a month unlimited, text, data, voice, 4G nationwide. If you look across the very top there on your screen right now, you will see that almost unparalleled with any offer that's out there. And more importantly, when you go down and you look at what you're able to get with Solavei when it comes to the voice, the text, and the data, you're not going to find a match. And then when you go to the very bottom of this, which I feel this is where we stand out beyond anyone else, because we're doing what no one's done before and creating a social commerce revolution, is for every 3 people that began using Solavei because of you, you're going to get paid $20 a month. Just sharing something with your friends that you like, no different than David has done by bringing Jay to his home tonight and sharing Solavei with him. So we first started with Solavei. What we've done is we've created a very, very simple process and a very simple way to share Solavei. One, we've combined social, we combined mobile, and we've combined social sharing to redefine commerce in the way it's been done. By first presenting a tremendous offer of $49 a month, unlimited text, data, voice, 4G nationwide. We took then all the social networks that you have today, such as Facebook and Twitter and Pinterest and all the social graph, and to layer then our platform and actually create a bridge between the two, that when you naturally share Solavei, and this is what I love, when I talked earlier about the 30 million impressions that's gone across online and social, and by the way, that's more than any of the mobile operators have in social in the last week. It's our members for sharing it. When somebody enrolls, they're the ones that get paid, instead of having to spend the billions of dollars on advertising like so many of the operators have to spend today to get their brands out there. Except with us, it's our members that are getting paid for it. And so tell you what's happened, since we launched the company just 6 months ago. On September 21st, we launched the company nationally and across Puerto Rico. About 1 month later, We've grown from starting on September 21st to now it's over 140,000, actually March over 150,000 members with Solavei, all because of you. We've never had to put up a billboard. We've never done a radio spot. We've never had a commercial on television. We've not put out print ads. This has all come through the voice of our members sharing Solavei because of the value they are getting with those that are around them. That's all because of each of you, our members across the country, and seeing this accelerate every single day across the United States because of you and because of what you've done. So just real quickly, Jay, just using you as an example here tonight, let's say that you happen to see the post that I, posted on Facebook. I took one of the social graphics that you can get right within our commerce platform. You post it on Facebook, and it shows this $49 a month unlimited text, data, voice, 4G nationwide, share and earn, or free. Well, you look at it and you say, Ryan, $49. Maybe you're, Jay, paying $80 a month right now. You say, well, how do I actually get it for free? I've not seen Solavei in retail. I've not seen Solavei's ads. And I said, well, you know what, Jay, you're not going to. You realize last year that the mobile operators, At&T, Verizon, Sprint, and the others, spent over $12 billion in advertising, marketing, and sales, all basically to get the 300 million mobile subscribers back and forth from each other. And what Solavei said is there's a better way to do that. Why don't we take those same billions of dollars and reward the greatest advertising voice known to man today, and that's people when they like something. So in this case, Solavei just pays its members. So as an example, if I share Solavei with 3 people, which we call a trio, 6 people we call 2 trios, Solavei is going to pay me $40 a month each month. So my $49 monthly mobile services bill, not only am I getting great $49 unlimited text, data, voice, 4G nationwide service, but because of this $40, I'm now only paying $9 a month. Well, Jay, you have a level of interest, and I take it one step further and tell you what we did is we created a platform, a community that you can actually be a part of. That's actually you. And I remember in the fall of 2011, and a lot of the vision I had around the company at that time is to create an environment that wasn't about selling. It was about sharing. And it was about taking all the things that we've seen working, except bringing it all to one place to where it was our members, the one that benefited. And it wasn't just the Mark Zuckerberg and all the Facebook employees that got to benefit when they went public and they're worth over $60 billion. Or it wasn't just a Sergey or Brin or Larry Page at Google and the Google employees that got to benefit, but it was really the people that created those very companies. When we think about it a second, have you ever written a check to Google or ever written a check to Facebook? I never have. Frankly, we're not Facebook and Google's customers. We're just the ones who actually created those companies. But yet it was people in those companies that made all the billions of dollars. You know what? Let's turn that on its head, and let's enable the people that actually create Solavei, the ones that actually build Solavei, to be the ones who are rewarded inside of Solavei. And in this, we built an entire community where those that are part of Solavei, you're able to see it directly in the community, how they're being benefited every single day by being a part of Solavei. You can actually click and toggle and actually see inside your own network. As an example, David and Danielle can actually see everything that's happening in their network and how people are talking about it. But at the same time, one of the things I said to the team early on, I said, I want this to be as addictive as Angry Birds. And I don't know if you ever played Angry Birds or one of the more addictive games, on your phone. But those games never benefited me, in helping me earn income. But here's what's so great. Let's say, Jay, that you involved yourself with Solavei because you like the $49 a month unlimited text, data, voice, 4G nationwide. You shared it with maybe 6 of your friends, no different than Daniel has. Shared it with 6 of your friends, and 2 months ago. And since that time, all you've done is you've used your phone like you do right now every single day. Except here's what's so cool about this. Those friends probably are going to go do exactly what you did. They're going to share it naturally with their friends and their family. Well, every single day, you're able now to go into your dashboard and be able to see, as your network grows, how you make additional income. And when I was in Dallas last week and I asked a question to a packed house of people there at the convention center, I said, how many of you go in every day and check My Solavei and be able to see what's happening in your network? Almost every single hand across the entire auditorium went up because of the addictive behavior, because as your network grows, you're actually earning income yourself. We also built a complete notification engine in here to actually do a lot of this stuff for you. So as an example, you may have introduced Solavei to Amy Carney, and one day you're sitting at lunch, and maybe 2 months later you're sitting at lunch and you see this little notification that pops up and says, Amy Carney just got free. Well, what does that mean? That means Amy Carney, your friend, introduced Solavei to 9 people, which we call 3 trios, which means she's now got free mobile service. Well, you feel great because your friend is getting great value and great benefit, all because you talked to her about it. Well, what also is great is that immediately launches a message when you hit that send congrats button directly into the Solavei feed, where you see this, congratulations, Amy, on getting 3 trios and getting your mobile service for free. But it doesn't just launch the message there. It launches it into Facebook. It launches it into Twitter. And here it is on Facebook, a post that says, congratulations, Amy, on getting 3 trios and getting your mobile service for free. What do you think happens next? In the next 10 minutes, 11 posts pop up and say, how in the world did you get your mobile service for free? Well, this is, again, how we built the system to make it easy for you, and you're able to go directly into what we call Outreach Manager, go into My Solavei. You're able to put in your friends' email addresses. You're able to take one of the social commercials that we have, a 1-minute, a 3-minute, a 6-minute commercial, incredibly well done, that does all the telling, all the sharing for you, and send it directly to those friends. Also, all the social graphics, all you got to do is click share on Facebook, click share through Twitter, and again, the message of Solavei is going out. And when somebody comes in because they happen to click on it, you're the one that's getting the credit for it. And what we've done is we've built what I believe to be today now over 150,000 member distribution points across this country. And you realize that Verizon AT&T has approximately 3,500 retail locations each across the country. It's about 7,000. But what we do is the moment you enroll with Solavei, we build directly into that enrollment your entire experience about you. It's all built for you. That when somebody clicks on www.solavei.com/J and they click on it, Jay, you're the one that gets credit for it. You're the one that's benefiting. So what we've in fact done is we have over 150,000 individual distribution points across the country. And here's what's beautiful about it. That never closes. You could be at Starbucks, you could be at your cubicle next to the person that you're working with, you could be at church, you could be at a community center, you could be out having a fun time with all your friends. And you're able to tell them about Solavei. And all they got to do is click on that solavei.com/J, and when they come into it and they're seeing the videos and they're seeing all the things that's happening with the company and how this is spreading across the country, you're the one that is benefiting for it. And this is what we have happening across the United States. And the moment someone enrolls, we're going to wrap our arms around them. This is going to be very different than what you've experienced today with AT&T and Verizon and Sprint. We're going to wrap our arms around our members because to us this is about positively impacting people's lives all around the world by helping them do what they do every day. When they like something, they share it, and when they like something, they use it. And it's in that entire opportunity that we're actually reorienting distribution as we know it today. And it's our members are the reason why this happens. And frankly, I today believe I've got over 150,000 of the greatest friends that I could ever have imagined because of what we're doing together. And over the course of the next 10 years, I believe we're going to see it be in the tens of millions of people around the world. So immediately from being welcome to Solavei, you're going to receive one of two things when you enroll in Solavei. If you enroll online, you're going to get your welcome package with your Solavei SIM card in it, with all the information you need to get started. I carry the iPhone 5 today, and all I had to do was take out the SIM card that was in it and put the Solavei SIM card in. I got blazing fast speeds, except here's what's different. I was paying over $130 for my iPhone before with AT&T, and now by putting the Solavei SIM card in, I pay $49 a month. Complete transparency, no contracts. If you happen to be sitting with someone, as I'm sure you are tonight, Jay, that actually has a Solavei SIM card with them, like over 73% of the activations that's happening every day across the United States, almost every single state, are happening because one of our Solavei members has a 10-pack or 20-pack of these Solavei SIM cards. And all they got to do is, once you're going through the enrollment process, to take that Solavei SIM card out, put it in your phone, and immediately you're walking away with $49 a month unlimited text, data, voice, 4G nationwide. But here's what I love. Within 1 week of you coming into Solavei, you're going to receive your Solavei Bank of America Visa debit card. And really, this is where a lot of the technology and IP sits inside our company. And frankly, this is where I really see about the disruptive force that we're going to create as a company. And to date, we've paid now almost $7 million to our members in the last few months in the forms of 20 and 40 and 60 and 100 and 200. And we have many, many, many thousandaires, hundreds of thousandaires across the United States today that every single pay period we load directly onto these Solavei Visa debit cards. And what's great is you can get your money out of an ATM, you can write a check on it, anywhere Visa is accepted. But this is where so much of Solavei resides today, because this is where we're going to deposit your earnings for individuals that comes in. We're going to be paying directly onto your Solavei Visa Bank of America card once a month, directly on your Solavei pay card, your purple pay card. And with this, this is where you see it get real exciting. You know, you use it to get your gas, use it to get your groceries, and I got some examples I'll tell you about here in a few moments. But the beautiful part of this is, Jay, is you may have just gotten involved because you like the $49, shared it with a few of your friends. You just use your phone every day. But here's the beautiful part about social. And I don't know how you've seen Facebook grow or Twitter grow, but I know when I started using Facebook, you know, I thought maybe it was going to be for 15, 20 of my friends. Who would have ever thought that I would have thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands of friends now that are now connected? That's the power of social today, and you've put yourself squarely at the center of it just by you sharing it. And so let's say over the course of 2 months that your network grows to 80 people. So you're getting $150 to $200 a month. Well, this is where Solavei's mission goes even further. We want to make the other things you use in your life cost less and make it profitable. So now you take that $200 that might sit on your Solavei Bank of America Visa debit card and Solavei Retail when it goes live in June. Take it and use it at the very places where you're getting gas today, your groceries today, and the other places you're getting your goods and services to get value out of that, except now those things are going to cost less. And also because they're tied into our system, they're going to be paying Solavei for all of our members' use of those services, where 50 cents on every single dollar of gross profit is going to be paid back to the members of Solavei through the compensation plan, creating this virtuous circle of activity. Now, I love getting to this part because this is where, you know, I hear continually every single day I get people sending in emails, Facebook posts that say, listen, at my social last night I had 3 people, or I had 8 people, or I had 15 people enroll at my social, and it's really because of this part here. You're today carrying mobile. We've got an incredible network. Our partner, T-Mobile, we're on the top tier of their network. But how many people do you know that would rather pay $49 a month, unlimited, versus what they're paying today? More importantly, to put themselves at the beginning, if you think what's happened with Facebook and Google and the other companies that said the point is here, you're the one that's at the center. It's your turn. So how many people in the next 60 days do you feel that you could share Solavei with, and they too would want $49, no enrollment fee, just $49 a month? Well, if it happens to be 3 people, you're going to get paid $20 a month. If it happens to be 6, which we call 2 trios, it's $40 a month. Happens to be 3 trios, we call that free because you're getting $60 a month, and that's not going to give you free mobile service. But that's just the starting point, and that's what I love. It's what happens beyond those 3 trios. You know, when 3 of those people happen to just enroll 3 themselves, and you're now making $90 a month. Or if 6 of those friends happen to enroll 3, you're now making $120 a month. And this is where you'll see across the United States where individuals that now have networks and the thousands of people, and it's become a transformational moment for they and their family's life. And so rather than hearing it from me, I always think it's better to hear it from people that are experiencing this every day. So David, I want to thank you again for being a part of this tonight. David, why don't you just tell us real quickly what's happened to you since you've been involved with Solavei?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you great. By the way, there's nothing like a Northeast accent.
How you doing?
So I joined Solavei because I was paying $120 per month for AT&T, and once I ran into, I'm thankful that ran into Tom McMurray. He introduced me to Solavei, and
Great man.
Great man, great mentor in general, and so he was telling me it's only $49 a month for unlimited talks, text, and web. So I was like, all right, it's not one of those multi-level marketing deals where I have to put money in. So I'm like, all right, I'll save money right away. I'm in. You know what I mean? And since then, I started. I have 15 people in my network right now.
Wow.
I mean, 12 people right as of today. 3 more joining this week, and it's just gonna expand to a couple of thousand. And everyone here is, in Solavei right now. Pastor Brown, he's here from Rhode Island. He has over, how many, 1,300? 1,300 people in Rhode Island right now.
Wow.
So
You have 1,300 people in your network?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So, and thank you for putting this together, because it all comes back to the idea. I mean, I told everybody I know on Facebook. A lot of people think, especially in the Northeast, everyone thinks everything's a scam at first. But once they start learning that it's not, they're gonna all jump on in no time. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Well, David, I got to tell you. So, first of all, you're not paying $120 anymore. So you're $49, but I would assume that you've got free mobile service now. And Jay, you couldn't be with a finer group of people there tonight, and it looks like you guys have a lot of fun as friends. And frankly, if you think of the moniker of our company, the slogan is "Powered by Relationships." And that's what this is about. The mobile service. Our platform is on the top tier of the T-Mobile network. It's $49 a month. Couldn't be any more transparent than that. But we're reorienting the distribution system, and frankly, David, Pastor Brown, I got to tell you, this is what this is all about. This is about people, and this is about enabling every person in this country to have an opportunity to be the ones that win. And I've never been more passionate about anything in my life, and it's really because of people like you that I get to have the opportunity to lock arm in arm with. And when I know there in the Northeast, when Solavei has millions there in the Northeast, I'll look very forward, all of us standing on stage together and saying, look what happened, all because you guys said yes.
Right.
And I want to thank you for it. Thank you guys for being a part of this tonight.
Thank
Do
you.
it. We will do it.
Yep.
I know you will. You're already doing it. And let me give you a couple other things that just were handed to me tonight. And as an example, here's someone paying. I don't know if y'all can see that, but here's someone paying for their gas, and they got their Solavei Visa debit card on top of their gas bill with the tank, and it says, "Thanks, Solavei, for not only do you give me good cell phone service, but you also just paid for my gas." That was from Chris Gerald in St. Augustine, Florida. I've got one here from a teriyaki place, and it's the Solavei Bank of America Visa card with their teriyaki bill. That looks like, what, $29.82, and it says, "My guys got hungry, so Solavei paid for our dinner. Thank you." I've got one here. This is one I loved when I saw it today. This is from Glenn, who said, and I don't know if y'all can see this. It's just a great picture. Let me see if I can hold it up there so you can see it. You can see this. You can see this iPhone, or it looks like this Apple wrap with this little girl. And if you look what's in her hand, she's got a Solavei Purple Pay card. And here's what it says. It says, "My Isabella is using the Purple Pay card to pay for an iPad mini. Happy birthday, Bella. Thanks to Solavei for giving us the opportunity. And happy 6-month birthday to Solavei."
That's awesome.
We get these day in and day out. And we get them by the hundreds of what Solavei's doing. And all that does, I got to tell you guys, is it just fuels our flame. Because it's working. Every single day I wake up in the morning and I see, our member growth has bursted. At the end of every day, I see our member growth has continued to burst. And it's happening over and over, and it's happening because of you, and it's naturally spreading across the United States. And I want to thank all of you for sharing it the way you do. And David, all of you who are there tonight, thank you guys for being a part of this. So, how do you get started? Jay, you're sitting there right now, and this is always where I say it's always that first step, because it's $49 a month. There's no enrollment fee. It's probably less than what you're spending right now. All of you that are listening across the United States for the very first time, I always say, three things: get in, get social, and get free. Number one, get in. Become a Solavei member. $49 a month, unlimited text, data, voice, 4G nationwide. Number two is get social. What does that mean? That means get social. That's doing exactly what we're doing right now. And I love hearing the stories. As an example, we're tonight. This is what's going to happen tonight. We are going to have new members enroll all across the United States. It happens every single night after one of these socials. We have new members enroll all over the United States. And you know what's going to happen tomorrow? Our new members are going to go into the offices. They're going to call their friends. They're going to do, and they're going to say, listen, tomorrow night you've got to watch what I just watched last night. They're going to get social. And many of you are going to have your friends over to a Starbucks for coffee. You're going to have somebody over to dinner at your house, and you're going to pull open the computer. And tomorrow night, when they're in St. Louis, Missouri, it is going to be crazy tomorrow night. You're gonna have your friends watching exactly what you're seeing tonight. This is the getting social. The other part of getting social is go directly. When you go through the enrollment process, you're going to now be in the Solavei platform, where all you've got to do is put in 10 or 20 of your friends' email addresses and attach one of the Solavei commercials and then send it. And let the Solavei commercials do the sharing for you. You're able to take one of the social graphics and post it on Facebook, post it on Twitter, and say, look at this, I've never seen like it. And when somebody goes and actually clicks and enrolls, you're the one that's getting the credit for it. And the third thing is get free. 3 trios means you're now getting free mobile service, as we have by the thousands across the United States. You now have mobile service for free because they've been the voice and the expression of Solavei throughout the United States. So we have a lot of great things that's happening right now across the country. One of the things that we're in the midst of right now is our Revolution Regional Event Series. Last weekend we were in Dallas, Texas, packed house. It was an incredible time. Our top members, great recognition, great inspiration, and a lot of the key strategies that's enabled some of our members to do just like Pastor there in Rhode Island, to have literally thousands of members within their network. We're going to be on April 26th and April 27th in Orlando, Florida. It is going to be a packed house of great excitement by our members that are there and their guests. I encourage you, if you haven't registered yet, get registered, because it is going to be a sold-out event. We're going to have a tremendous time when they're there together on April 26th, 27th. We got some great announcements that we're going to have while we're there, and I look forward to seeing you in Orlando, Florida on April 26th and 27th. The bottom line is, y'all, what we're doing right now is big. It's never been done before. This is the first social commerce platform to enter the marketplace, and it's truly going to capture millions of people across the United States and around the world. This is spreading like wildfire today. It has become a viral exchange across the United States, and it's amplifying every single day, and it's because of you that it's happening. Let me read you a couple of things that's come in tonight, and I want to first give a shout out to Teresa Puglia and Barbara Foulin. You guys are awesome when it comes to tweeting. Y'all are throughout the day. You're always tweeting about Solavei. I just want to give a shout out to you guys and just tell you thank you so much, both you, Teresa, and Barb, for all that you do in sharing the message of Solavei. But here's a couple of the tweets that came in. You probably remember at the beginning of the night I said we're going to give away 2 of the T-shirts, the Get In, Get Social, Get Free T-shirts. So I'll read a couple of them before I actually announce the winners. And so here's Laura, who says, Solavei is going to enable us. Remember what I asked you, this summer earnings from Solavei will allow us to, and Laura says, take our kids swimming with the dolphins in Florida. Madsen says, to be current with their bills and take my wife on a nice vacation. Ken says, allow us to move back to Ensenada in the Florida Keys, a place we love, thanks. Tony says, allow me to move into our new home. Then we have Solavei will allow me to take a month-long vacation with my family. Armando says, Solavei will allow me to have free cell phone service. Ty says, allow my family to take a vacation to the beach this summer. Michael says, I'll be able to finally take my summer to a long-awaited trip to Disney World. Patty says, Solavei will allow me to travel on a book reading tour for my first children's book, How Long Will You Love Me? Guys, this is just a sampling of the tweets, the many, many tweets that came in tonight. But the 2 winners tonight that were randomly picked is Frank McMillan said, this summer my earnings from Solavei will allow me to do 2 things. Number 1, see my brand new granddaughter, and number 2, attend our family reunion. Frank, congratulations, and thank you for being a part of Solavei. Winner number 2 is Charlene, who said, this summer my earnings from Solavei will allow me to provide more outings for the kids that I get to mentor. Charlene, thank you, and congratulations. I appreciate you for being a part of Solavei, and so excited to both of you and all of you who were able to talk so positively about what Solavei is going to be able to do for you this summer, and there are so many more thousands that are going to be impacted positively this summer because they said one day yes to Solavei. And so again, I just wanted to thank all of you for being involved. I encourage all of you who are seeing this for the very first time, number 1, get in tonight and start sharing. If you don't have a social planned for tomorrow night, Wednesday night, Thursday night this week, get one planned. And whether it's in a Starbucks, in a restaurant, in fact, just to give you a quick story, it's one of my favorite. Several weeks ago, a couple invited 3 of their friends to a restaurant that had Wi-Fi. They opened up the computer to watch the social live while they're sitting there having dinner with them. 3 other tables scooted their tables over so they could see what was happening. By the end of the night, not only did the 3 friends that they invited to dinner enroll with Solavei, but 3 people from the other tables that they didn't know at the beginning of the night also enrolled to be a part of Solavei. Now they've got this burgeoning organization that's happening. Get your social plan for tomorrow night, Wednesday night, Thursday night. If you want to be part of the live broadcast, no different than David has right now, just email into SolaveiSocials@solavei.com. I look so forward to being with you in St. Louis, Missouri tomorrow night. We are going to have an incredible time together. It is going to be a great night coming to all of you across the country live. And then again on Wednesday night, we're going to be in Kansas City, Overland Park with Ricardo and an incredible group of people there. And then with Tony there in Phoenix, Arizona, as well, pumped in simultaneous with Seattle, Washington, where Jim Ryan's going to be with Noel Clark. It is going to be a great week, a lot of fun. God bless, and thank you all for being with us tonight. Again, thank you, David, all of you, for being a part of this tonight.
Thank you.
And thank all of you to 1 million members this year.
All right.
Do it.
Thank you. All right. Bye-bye, Ryan. Do you want to leave us some money? That was cool.
So
That was pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, all you gotta do
Yeah, you
is,
came.
is
Dude,
just
that was
be
no
excited.
shit of a lie to him. We were on to him. My brother
So
said
you
it.
came to the meeting that I do it every.
And we're still on it. We're still on it.
Yeah, this is good.
Did
Did you
Good,
come
right?
to the meeting on Tuesday?